So I came shopping in Aldi's because I'm gonna make lasagna for dinner. Lasagna and some kind of shrimp.
What am I going to cook today? Sharonia K, are you ready? Let's go do this.
Hello everyone, so tonight for dinner we're going to Italy. So I'm making lasagna with shrimp scampi. Today is Wednesday, June 18th, 2025. So, the noodle I'll tell you about a little later, but we're gonna get to making our sauce. So I used vegetable oil. The recipe said olive oil. We're gonna saute our onions. I found the recipe online. I followed it about 95% of it. It's your kitchen, so you'll know what measurements on seasoning to use. So I added ground beef and Italian ground sausage. And then we're just gonna mix that all in with the onion until it gets brown. There you go, you see it right there. Stir it around. On the side, I did some garlic cloves. I chopped some garlic cloves. You're about to see it. There we go. We're gonna add that to the mixture we have there and just toss it around to incorporate everything. Now I'm gonna add I had beef stock, just a little beef stock, and Worcestershire sauce. Is that how you pronounce it? And then it says some hot pepper. And I did hot crushed pepper. There you go. And then the marinara sauce. There you go, pasta sauce. And we're gonna put that in. Another thing is, remember, add a little water so you can get the rest of the sauce out because it's so thick. Some stick to the bottom, so just a little water, put it. Now we're gonna cover this and let it simmer for about 5 to 6 minutes. Again, it's your kitchen, you know the time. So let's make the spread. So we have the ricotta cheese, which I added, and then I also added mozzarella, shredded mozzarella to the ricotta cheese. I added Parmesan, sprinkled Parmesan, that's crushed Parmesan. Did a little oregano and some Creole seasoning to give it that flavor taste. 1 egg. And then we're gonna mix that all in. Just fold it all in, incorporate everything, get it together. Look how beautiful that is. Wow. So we're gonna have our little line here. There goes our meat, our noodle, our cheese, and then we're just gonna walk through this real quick. So we're gonna put the meat, the sauce at the bottom. Then we're gonna line it with our lasagna noodles, just like that. Then we're gonna take our cheese spread, ricotta cheese spread, spread it on top. Now I want it cheesy, so what I also did was to put slices of mozzarella on top of the ricotta spread, and then you're gonna do the same formation over and over. Now for the noodles, I made them boil for about 8 minutes al dente. Then I rinsed them in cold water to stop the cooking process, because we want to put it in the oven to finish up, and it will finish cooking in the oven. So we're gonna top this with the remaining shredded mozzarella. Look how beautiful that is, very cheesy. Now I see where someone said like to oil your foil paper so that when you put it on top, the cheese won't stick to it. Unfortunately, it did stick a little, not too bad, but it did stick a little. So we're gonna put that in the oven for about half an hour, and we're gonna go on to our shrimp scampi. Very simple. I just use my vegetable oil, a stick of butter, some minced garlic, crushed red pepper. Just have that all simmer. Added the shrimp. I had a little piece of tilapia in there. So we just added, you just toss it around for about 2 to 4 minutes until your shrimp is pink, and voila, it's done. Look how delicious that looks. And here goes the lasagna. Look how beautiful, golden brown, crispy on top, and look at that. It was delicious. Dinner was delicious. There goes the plate. There goes the plate. The only thing we didn't have was the garlic bread, but other than that, cheaper than going to Olive Garden. It's my lasagna with shrimp scampi for dinner. Please like, share, subscribe, and thank you for watching.